Hi, Zeus here. Supply chests now come every hour due to a major change in the most recent update. This is huge. You can get massive additional resources every hour. So, a new strategy using your resource bases can unlock those chests, and I'm going to explain it to you. So the key to making this strategy with your resources bases work is to find an opponent, a player, who is going to work with you and swap your resource bases back and forth with minimal cost. Now, if your opponents aren't cooperating, hit the find new opponent button and find one that will. Initially, you're going to have to beat their base. Some bases look like this one. Well, how do you beat a resource base that looks like this? Well, you can beat any resource base. It doesn't matter. This one, for example, has massive boosted ice if you use bullet, taunt, and warriors. Now, if you don't have bullet or bullet taunt, I can explain to you a different way of doing it with Kavan next, but I'm going to show you first how to do it with bullet taunt. So first of all, you have to BART out any flamethrowers or machine guns that are immediately behind the HQ. The reason for this is that bullet is going to be in front of or below the HQ, taunting all of the things in range, but it's not going to reach to the things behind. And while you can shock the things behind, you only have a certain amount of gunboat energy to make that happen. Now you land your troops under smoke, flare them to a central point. A lot of people use a ground flare. I'm more old school. I use a building. And then you flare them to the HQ and you put plenty of smoke along the route so that your troops don't get hit along the way. And when you reach the HQ, you're going to stop, take a measure of what you need to do, and plan so that when everything goes, you've got down your shocks and the taunt. You can hit the taunt in advance of the smoke clearing. It doesn't matter. And then you can take down the HQ if you do it right. Again, practice makes perfect. The best thing that you can do is keep doing it and make sure you got a bunch of gold to learn how to do it if you've never done it before. All right, so once you get control of the HQ and it looks like that, you have to move the HQ to the beach.
One eternity later.
So now we've moved the HQ to the beach and our opponent sees that we're just trying to swap resource bases back and forth, and don't mess with trying to make it hard to beat, because the goal is to help both you and your opponent to open more chests every hour on the hour. All right, so if you don't have bullet, there's another way that you can beat high-level bases with Kavan using Ice Shield. Now this resource base is held by an opponent who has a ton of boosted ice statues on his main base, and so the resource base defenses have a significant health boost, in this case something like 180% health boost. But we're going to take it down with Kavan using Ice Shield and Warriors. So again, the first thing that we need to do is BART out defenses that are flamethrowers or machine guns in range of the warriors at the core that we can't shock. And in this case, we're going to land on the beach under smoke and flare to one defense, a small one, not a big one. And part of the goal here is actually to get your troops a little beat up. I actually failed to do that on this walk. A little bit of damage is great because it encourages Kavan to move with your troops and not lag behind. I got lucky here. Kavan did a reasonable walk along with the troops. And then you trigger the ice shield just as the smoke is going to clear. Your Kavan's going to die. But you put down shocks, as many as you can, to suppress anything in range of the warriors. And the warriors will take the base down. And they basically get the ice shield protecting them, even though Kavan dies, and in addition, their health. So that's how you do that with Ice Shield. Now again, you got to reorganize the base to put the HQ on the beach.
One eternity later.
So now I have the HQ on the beach. So by beating that base, I get 1 victory point, which is enough to open my chest. And you know, you can get every hour, if you trade these resource bases back and forth, another chest. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got over 180 videos on a variety of Boom Beach topics. And please give this video a like, it'll help us build the channel. And thanks as always to Hercules for help with the video editing.